Everybody having a good time? Thumbs up? Yes? Enjoying the games?
There are 8 billion people in the world, everyone different from the other.
Though we may have different races or genders or colors.
Your teacher assigns you a partner, and you guys have to agree on a topic to debate on.
Whether it be racism, sexism, or anything along those lines.
They meet up at one member, Susan's house, to discuss their thoughts, ideas, opinions, and perspective about that book.
I can see that some of you guys are hangman champions, some blue kit champions, Kahoot champions. So everybody's going home a winner, it looks like. Our speech topic for the middle schoolers was, we all see the world through different lenses, so how can we benefit from being more open-minded to everybody's perspectives, even if you are poles apart from ours? We are going to go ahead and announce the finalists for the public speaking category for middle school, and then from there we'll announce the winners and have a short award ceremony, and it'll all be super fun to wrap up this event. So none of these names are in any particular order. First up, we have Shrivali Kandawal. Second, we have Nitya Anupali. Next up, Navya Jha. Then we have Nishu Kuryan. And last but not least, we have Sahasra Chukapalli. You guys are all our middle school finalists. So congratulations to you all. So up first, we have Shrivali. Whenever you're ready, you can start.
There are 8 billion people in the world, everyone different from the other. Everyone has their own backgrounds and experiences. Everyone has their own beliefs and opinions. Everyone has their own differences that make them who they are. So it's only fair if you're open-minded to them. In our world right now, there is much hatred and envy within people, and they express it in all kinds of ways, with one purpose: to hurt someone. It could be on a small level, like saying an insult or a rude remark, like telling people they can't hang out with you because they're African, or telling them that they can't be smart because they're not Asian. Or if someone has a lot of power, they can unfortunately have a large-scale genocide, like the Holocaust, or the Rwandan genocide, or the genocide in Croatia. Some people tend to keep it in, but overall, all of these people don't appreciate others for their differences, which is really important, because differences are what make people unique and special in their own ways. It's important to be friends with people of different races, to understand their cultures, to go out of your way and simply wish someone a holiday you don't necessarily celebrate. Because how would you feel if everyone in the world was the same? If everyone looked the same, dressed the same, and acted the same? If everyone had the same opinions of things, and the same thoughts and the same minds, our world wouldn't progress and get any better than it is right now. Which is why it's only best if you're accepting of people, even if they are poles apart from you.
Great job, Shrivali. We should all sometimes put ourselves in other people's shoes, just like Shrivali mentioned. Up next, in middle school, we have Nitya Anupali. Whenever you're ready, you can begin your speech.
Weak make others feel inferior. The strong make others feel equal. Equality is something that we all have need. We all need it. Whether it's from one world to another, equality is something that is within all of us. Though we may have different races or genders or colors, we are all human. And that means that we are all the same. We all have feelings and emotions. And these feelings and emotions are to be put out to the world. African Americans who have A grade levels and finish high school get 14.3% less than their Caucasian peers. But it's not only that. So many people are discriminated because of their colors, because of their ethnicity. As for now, a lot of people are hiding under their blankets because they are scared to go outside and stand up for themselves. But something that can help us all, and those people who are hiding under their blankets because they don't want to come out is being open-minded. Being open-minded can help you see other points of view. They can help you realize that even though we have unique features and differences that a lot of other people have, we all can learn from those people. All can learn about those different features. While one person might do something one way, other people will do something another way. But this one person has to be open-minded so they can see that it's not only about what they do and what they feel, but being open-minded helps them realize that there are other ways to do this. You can also benefit from being open-minded because it will help you acknowledge more things. It will help you get into less fights. Overall, being open-minded, you can help others and you can help yourself. Whether it's your color, whether it's your race, whether it's your gender, equality is something that this entire world needs. From this very coordinate to the whole galaxy. Because equality is something that we all need to be treated right. And everyone has the right to be treated properly. Like they're human. And not be seen for their race or their gender or their unique features. But the only person who can help is you by being open-minded. So the next time you see someone in trouble because of their unique qualities or features, you are going to be the one to be open-minded and help them out. Because really, it's us who make the difference.
That was a really, really powerful speech, Nithya. I love that you ended with such an important message that it's so important that we see things from other people's perspectives and really keep our minds open so that we can appreciate all the things that other people have to offer. Just like you mentioned, I think we can all learn a lot from this speech. So great job once again. Our next speaker for the same middle school category is Navya Jha.
Imagine this. You're in school and your teacher, they tell you that you're going to be doing debates today. Your teacher assigns you a partner and you guys have to agree on a topic to debate on. You guys decide to debate on chocolate milk versus plain milk. You choose to say that chocolate milk is better while your partner says that vanilla milk is better. However, once you guys actually start debating, you start thinking, what is this person even saying? Chocolate milk is obviously way better than plain milk, and everything they're saying is absolutely incorrect. That is what a closed-minded mindset looks like. Closed-minded people don't listen to others, and they tend to have a negative energy. Not only are closed-minded people negative towards themselves, but they can also have a negative impact towards people around them. They tend to put their ego above the outcome, and they also don't like listening to others, and instead like to put them down. This is pretty bad for someone who goes to school or even in a workplace type of environment. For example, pretend there is a meeting for a company, and one person in this meeting is very close-minded. Everyone gathers up, and during the meeting, these two people pitch an idea. However, while these people are presenting their idea, this close-minded person, the only thing that they can think during that time is how bad of an idea it is and how much they think that their idea is much better. This close-minded person won't be able to learn anything from this type of presentation and also won't get to learn anything new. However, on the other hand, for example, if there was an open-minded person in that meeting, they would get to learn some new information, they would get to give some feedback, and they would also get some inspiration. Open-minded people are much friendlier and also much knowledgeable. According to Authentic Happiness, they say that open-minded people actually do better on cognitive tests. This shows how open-minded people are much more knowledgeable. They learn this knowledge by listening to other people and listening to what they have to say. Open-minded people are also much friendlier because they can put differences aside really easily, which helps them make more friends. Compared to closed-minded people and how they don't do well in workplaces, since they can get so frustrated and don't like to listen to others, open-minded people do great in school types of environments and workplace environments too. Open-minded people can help teach others and also can learn a lot themselves. They're also able to create bigger bonds with people because of how friendly they are and how open they are to learning new things. Next time you decide to listen to a debate, you decide to talk to someone and listen to their opinions or anything of the sort, remember to be open-minded and maybe you'll learn something new.
Great job, Navya. That was an amazing speech. We keep on learning every day that learning from other people's perspectives or hearing things from other people's point of views can be really beneficial. A lot of times we tend to stay closed-minded and think about our own ideas and kind of see ourselves as being better. But you brought up a really good point about how a lot of times that if we just listen to other people, we could all benefit. So once again, great job. Our next finalist will be Nishi Kurion.
For years, our world has been contaminated with many forms of discrimination, whether it be racism, sexism, or anything along those lines. This discrimination has led to some of our lowest points in history, such as the slave trade, the Holocaust, and segregation. All of these events led to the death of millions of innocent people just because of their differences. Even after fighting for hundreds of years to put an end to this discrimination, people are still conservative to their one perspective. They still discriminate against others just for being different. An example of discrimination still being a prevalent issue in our society is the pink tax. Women who work just as hard as their male coworkers are paid less than them for the same job. And with that, they have to pay more for the female version of certain products. Whether it be based on their ethnicity or their gender, people see the world from many different perspectives. Rather than seeing one of these perspectives as the right perspective and all the others as the wrong, people should be open to learning and experiencing other people's points of view. Having this type of open perspective can help you grow as a person in many ways. It can help you explore different viewpoints, gain new insights, and learn new ways of doing certain things. While people have different viewpoints on similar topics, they can also have completely different cultures and beliefs. Us here in America can do things completely different than people on the opposite side of the world. For example, here in America, we point with our pointer finger, but in Malaysia, they use their thumb. That's only one small example. Countries all over the world can have different gun laws, different healthcare systems, different school systems, and different driving and drinking ages. Being open-minded to these different cultures and beliefs can significantly improve your cultural exposure and change the way you see the world for the better. While being open-minded can be very inspiring to one's beliefs and perspectives, it can also improve efficiency in a workplace or classroom. Being open-minded when you work with others can help you work through conflicts and struggles in projects and assignments. While society has come a long way from where it was with its levels of discrimination in the past, discrimination is still a prevalent issue today. If we continue to stick to our one belief, not being ready to look at other people's perspectives, not being ready to be exposed to different viewpoints, what is the point of all the years of fighting we went through for everyone to be considered as equal?
Great job, Nishi. You did amazing. I love that you brought in a lot of good examples from history, and you really showed that our cultures and our backgrounds do shape our attitudes and our beliefs. And I think that you brought up a great point by saying that being open-minded can actually help us in a lot of situations, like in the workplace or working on a project with other people. Kind of from small to big, being open-minded can help us in almost every single situation. So great job with your speech. Last but not least, our fifth middle school finalist is Sahasra Chukapalli. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Members of a book club have just finished reading a book called The Scarlet Letter. They meet up at one member, Susan's house, to discuss their thoughts, ideas, opinions, and perspective about that book. Generally, all of their opinions are the same, but one member's opinion clashes with Susan's. Susan was being irrational. Instead of fully listening to that member's opinion and what she was talking about, she simply kicked that member out of the house and completely refused to listen to any opinion apart from hers. Tracing back, if Susan had decided to be a little more patient and decided to actually listen to that person's opinion, maybe the book club would have gone a little bit differently. Open-mindedness is an amazing trait that I think that all of us should have. Open-mindedness basically means welcoming new ideas, thoughts, perspectives, and opinions, even if we don't generally agree with them. I have encountered open-mindedness in my personal experience in the past. A few years ago, I met this really kind girl and we had a conversation. Both of us had clashing opinions. After that, I didn't really talk to her that much because I thought, well, if both of us are going to disagree on everything, then what's the point in talking to each other? But then, fast forward, we actually did end up having a full, long conversation, and I figured out that, oh, we actually have a lot of things in common. Now, she's actually one of my closest friends. This proved that being open-minded can actually create a bond just by simply listening to the other person. A while ago, I watched a video about a waiter being rude to a customer with a certain skin tone, but being nice to a customer with a different skin tone. Eventually, that waiter got fired because you have to be open-minded to be a waiter and you have to treat everyone equally. But looking back, I realized I can actually compare open-mindedness to a lot of jobs. For example, a therapist. A therapist's job description, first of all, is to listen to the person's feelings and provide helpful ways to overcome their troubles. If a therapist wasn't open-minded and didn't listen to the other person's feelings, then would they even have a job? In the same way, a sales manager, a waiter, and a lot of other jobs like realtors and etc., they all have to have open-mindedness as a trait. Open-mindedness is not only good for all of us to have, but it also makes the other person feel good about themselves because we are actually listening to them. Thank you.
Great job, Sahasra. That was an amazing speech. You brought up a really good point about how simply just listening to other people, even if they might seem different from you, is still just as important. Even listening itself is an act of being open-minded. So I really like that you brought up that point and you had a wonderful speech. So just good job. And let's give a round of applause for all of our middle school finalists.